Steffy's retribution against Hope's actions regarding Finn, Sheila's Halloween enthusiasm. The Bold and the Beautiful indicates that Carter Walton will visit Il Giardino, where Deacon Sharp will express gratitude for the help he has been providing to Hope Logan recently. Carter will affirm to Deacon that he genuinely believes in Hope and her lineage. Ridge Forrester could not provide Carter with an affirmative response on his global luxury brand initiatives at this time. However, Carter remains optimistic for favorable developments in the near future. Carter believes that Forrester Creations has limitless potential, and he envisions significant aspirations for Hope to be involved in all the activities. Sheila Carter will embrace the Halloween mood by donning a witch costume and displaying several eerie decorations at the restaurant, including a seething cauldron. Sheila will prepare some eerie confections, encouraging Carter to taste them and really embrace the Christmas festivities. Simultaneously, B&B asserts that turmoil will ensue at Forrester Creations. In the design office, Hope was trying on lingerie with Carter in mind, when she came around the changing screen, slipped and fell on John Finn Finnegan. This incident was only an unfortunate accident coinciding with poor timing, as Finn was present to deliver Steffy Forrester's, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, misplaced tablet. Of course, Steffy stepped in at exactly the wrong moment, so now she thinks Hope has thrown herself at Finn once more. The sight of Hope on top of Finn had to be very awful for Steffy. Despite Hope's desperate attempts to explain, Steffy won't want to hear it. Given that Steffy has already cautioned Hope of the repercussions of overstepping boundaries with Finn once more, it appears she will promptly sever ties with Hope. Steffy may even take things a step further and fully terminate Hope from the company. It's apparent that Steffy will be more stirred up than ever, so she'll make a daring move in fury, and it might bring bad news for Hope. The Bold and the Beautiful believe Carter may come to Hope's defense eventually, but our forecasts imply that he won't be able to erase the damage. Steffy spots Hope and Finn's desk romp, misunderstands accidental fall. The Bold and the Beautiful reveals that Taylor Hayes has some favorable hard updates for Ridge Forrester. Dr. Grace Buckingham liked where her figures were headed and was happy over her work with Chandra the Healer. Meanwhile, Brooke Logan spotted Carter Walton in another close moment with Hope Logan, but then Carter made his way to the CEO office. Although Carter prodded Ridge for an answer concerning the worldwide luxury brand expansion ambitions, Ridge couldn't offer him one yet. Steffy Forrester and Eric Forrester had a voice in all this, so Ridge could only inform Carter that they'd make a decision shortly. Back with Hope, she talked to Brooke about Steffy, threatening to stop Hope for the future if she crossed the line with John Finn Finnegan again. Brooke felt Steffy didn't have to worry about it anymore now that Hope was interested in Carter. At the Cliff House, Steffy vented to Finn about the conflict at the office, and how odd it was for Carter to become Hope's biggest champion. From Steffy's perspective, it seemed like Hope had gotten into Carter's psyche somehow. Finn assured Steffy of his support and said they could leave all the work stress behind when they came home to each other every day. As for Hope and the likelihood that she'd cross the line again, Finn didn't think Steffy had to worry about that. Once Steffy went for Forrester Creations on Wednesday's B&B episode, Finn discovered that she'd forgotten her tablet and decided to take it to her. In the design office, Hope flashed back to a talk with Carter about modeling lingerie, so she stepped behind the changing screen to try something skimpy on. Finn arrived and knocked things over as he tried to leave a note for Steffy regarding her iPad. Hope figured Carter was returned, so she urged him to shut the door and emerged half-dressed. Suddenly, Hope tripped and fell on top of Finn, which trapped him down on the desk. Steffy walked in and freaked out as she called for Hope to get off her husband right now. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers suggest this mistake will cause significant difficulties at Forrester Creations, so keep with us for more predictions on the consequences and all the wacky news to come. Decoding Hope's headaches, a clever ruse or a dropped medical plotline? The bold and the beautiful spoilers and updates reveal Hope Logan appears to be thriving ever since her fascinating affair with Carter Walton began. With a newfound sense of purpose and a devoted boyfriend by her side, the annoying headaches that formerly plagued her have completely departed. The bold and the beautiful, why have Hope Logan's headaches suddenly disappeared? We must study the reasons for Hope's remarkable freedom from headaches. One big component could be Carter's consistent support, which surely alleviates tension and gives comfort. Yet, even John Finnegan, Tanner Novlin, found himself wondering the reality of Hope's grief after she flirted with him. It's logical that Finn may assume Hope was only faking, especially considering her respect for his amazing touch. Of course, the problem could have been psychosomatic as well. Nevertheless, it appeared like Hope actually suffered from excruciating headaches for an extended period. Many fans of B&B suspected that the program was ready to go into a medical plotline that would throw light on Hope's strange conduct. B&B Taylor Hayes got a medical storyline, but not Hope Logan. Hope has certainly taken a crazy turn during the past year. There may have been a narrative involving something terrible, like a brain tumor, but it seems that notion was abandoned. Instead, Taylor Hayes is the one with the medical plot, although it doesn't seem to be as terrible as she anticipated. Alternatively, the headaches could have simply served as a narrative device during her love interest in Finn. With no need for his massages and support, there's no purpose for those headaches. Fortunately, Hope is thriving now that she's focused on Carter. While we believe that both Carter and Hope will confront higher stress in the near future, we don't foresee Hope's headaches making a comeback amidst the unfolding drama. The bold and the beautiful Steffy Forrester will still cause problems. However, Steffy Forrester will still make problems for Hope, as she has already been annoyed with Cope coming closer, and being her biggest booster. Steffy is quite emphatic about removing Hope's line, "Hope for the future," but it appears like it's more personal than about the money, and Carter will call her on it. Steffy will be upset enough by the end of the week to take a bold executive step that will produce a ripple effect throughout the organization. Everything in Forrester Creations will alter because of Steffy's angry action. To make matters worse, Ridge Forrester, Torsten K., will back her, throwing the balance of power into disarray. Steffy's power trip fallout, Brooke's fury, Taylor's chance with Ridge. The bold and the beautiful indicate that Ridge Forrester's choice will unleash a tsunami of instability at Forrester Creations. Once Ridge lends his backing behind Steffy Forrester's startling shakeup, their actions will have some major ramifications. Steffy has been threatening to terminate Hope for the future for what feels like forever, so it won't be unexpected if she ultimately gets away with Hope Logan's Annika Noel line. Carter Walton's COO post could be under risk as well. Regardless, Ridge's decision to back Steffy up will come as quite a shock to some key figures at Forrester. Brooke Logan will no sure blow up at Ridge in the aftermath, but it appears like he'll keep his position. That could lead to Ridge and Brooke experiencing some challenges in their personal connection. It may be tricky for Brooke and Ridge to maintain that area of their lives separate from all the business turbulence. Once Ridge and Brooke are at odds, that might also make it simpler for Taylor Hayes to step in and console her ex. Taylor may provide the comfort Ridge needs, thus this might open the way for a kiss or even anything more. As for Hope and Carter, they may form a promise to stick together. Carter and Hope might end up pursuing other chances outside of Forrester Creations once Steffy lays down the law. Whatever the situation, Carter and Hope still haven't had a chance to hit the sheets just yet. Once everything settles down, Hope and Carter might bond on a deeper level for their first time together. Liam Spencer is still hoping he may reunite with his ex-wife, but he isn't in the loop on Hope and Carter's romance at this moment. It'll be intriguing to see when that stunner occurs and whether Liam will surrender or just fight harder for Hope. Finally, Will Spencer is destined to have another contact with the girl of his dreams sooner or later. Electra Forrester may cross paths with Will once again and give some good news since Ridge approved the resurrected jewelry brand. Our B&B predictions hint to Will growing further captivated with Electra in the future episodes, so stay tuned for updates on their flying sparks. The bold and the beautiful think Electra and Will could have a great future ahead, but there'll definitely be some difficulties along the way. CDL will have additional excellent bold and the beautiful spoilers, predictions, updates, and news to catch up on, so make us your top B&B source. Steffy stumbles across a stunning sight at work, and Carter demands an explanation from Ridge. Taylor wants that Ridge inform Steffy that she was there in Forrester's main office. She doesn't want to intervene, but Ridge urges her to stay. She appreciates Ridge for all his texts when he persuades her. He wished for her to understand that she is not alone in this. Further, B&B singer hints to upcoming aftershocks. Taylor provides Ridge an update on her most recent trip to Grace Buckingham. She was excited by their work with Chandra and appreciates her numbers. Ridge thinks he will always remember the encounter. "We cherish you," he says Taylor, emphasizing the risk of losing her. Hope tells Carter in the design office that she admires him for his big goals for the firm and his willingness to tackle Steffy. Carter laughs. He thinks Steffy is admirable, but she needs to move on. Ridge and Eric's approval of the jewelry line is mentioned. Steffy will now need to get along with someone else she dislikes, according to Hope. She might feel less pressurized and receive half as many threats if Ivy is nearby. She cannot be threatening anyone, according to Carter. She advises him about what happens when he sees lingerie, because he imagines her wearing it. He approaches the clothes rack. Brooke appears and warns them to be careful just as they are about to kiss. Hope notifies her mother that she and Hope for the future were threatened by Steffy once more. Hope reminds her that Steffy is on the warpath and reiterates her warning that she would terminate her relationship with Finn if she violated a boundary. Brooke imagines that she is no longer concerned about that. No, she doesn't, Hope answers with a smile to Carter. Steffy makes out with Finn, who has just arrived at the cliff house soaked from the surf. She is aware that he will spoil this by dressing in scrubs. Finn claims that he must go to work. Steffy lets out a sigh. She fears dealing with Hope when she goes to work today. Although Steffy enjoys her profession, she now has to deal with Ivy in addition to Hope. Her father is focused on relaunching the jewelry line. In contrast to Hope, she adds, Ivy is a Forrester and at least belongs there. Finn wishes they were compatible. Since he's been pushing for them all to join together lately, Steffy called him Carter. He sounds like Hope's strongest supporter, based on the way he speaks. More, preview of B&B's Halloween. After putting on his clothing, Finn tells Steffy that he believes Carter is a touch cocky. Steffy claims that although she generally doesn't mind, something feels odd. It's surprising that he is supporting Hope's line when it isn't doing well. Finn encourages his wife to persevere, adding, I believe she's influencing him somehow. She must keep in mind that it doesn't matter whether someone offends her today. This is important. Steffy will make an attempt to put her work-related anxieties aside. Finn assures her that he is behind her. They kiss him and go over Hope. Finn feels that won't occur again. Finn promises Steffy she's loved before she departs. He realizes she left her tablet behind after she leaves. Carter warns Hope and Brooke in the design office that Ridge and Eric are ignoring him. He has a great belief in his plan. Hope nods, and I believe in you. Carter sighs, now to see if Ridge does. Hope and Brooke speak about his plan after Carter leaves. Brooke recognizes that her daughter sincerely desires this for him. Hope wishes for each and every one of them. If Ridge has as much faith in him as she does, it might catapult the business to new heights they have never dreamed. She should not get her hopes up, Brooke warns. This isn't a whim, according to Hope. After years of research, Carter feels this could work. Brooke is aware that she inspired him to make the pitch. If things doesn't work out, she doesn't want her to be let down. Hope thinks that Carter would never suggest a risk that could be detrimental to the firm. This ought to be a straightforward yes. She hopes Ridge sees it's the proper step. More, pictures of life. Zane, the son of Heather Tom. He jokes while Taylor and Ridge talk about chakras in the main office. They concur that she has a good future. When Carter enters, he asks if Ridge has a moment. The fact that he hasn't heard from him yet surprises him. Ridge inquires as to whether he has forgotten about any meetings. Carter is intrigued in his ambition to make the business a luxury brand. Are we carrying it out? As Taylor stands up to go, Carter asks her to assist him in persuading Ridge that premium products are the best option. All of it is theirs. Carter continues by noting that he has committed his entire career to seeing the company grow, and that he is convinced they can pull this off. Just tell me you're ready. Now is the opportunity to accomplish this. Ridge insists that Steffy, Brooke, and his father must all sign off, in addition to him. It's his legacy. He hasn't yet come up with a response for him. Ridge reminds Carter that they approved the jewelry line. What's the point of taking one step forward and 2 steps back, wonders Carter. Steffy doesn't want her troubles with Hope to lead to the loss of one of their most well-liked lines, because of her constant threats against Hope for the future. He speaks, and Ridge hears. If he hears him on expansion as well, Carter asks. He hopes that as his pal, he will go to all measures to persuade Steffy and Eric. As your friend, I'm telling you we'll make a decision very soon, Ridge replies, squinting. Hope smiles and flashes to kissing Carter in the design office. She grabs a silky nightgown as she proceeds to the garment rack. She smiles to herself and puts it on. Finn enters with Steffy's iPad while she is behind the screen. He places it on the desk with a note and makes a sound. Hope replies, I've been waiting for you, as she comes out, presuming it's Carter. Finn sighs, really, Hope? Hope stumbles and falls on top of Finn on the desk after gasping. At that moment, Steffy enters. She lets out a moan, oh God, and tells Hope to leave her hubby immediately. Hope's disappearing headaches. Was it a dropped medical story or an act for Finn? According to The Bold and the Beautiful, Hope Logan appears to be doing much better now that she has a romantic relationship with Carter Walton. Hope's nagging headaches are gone now that she has a new boyfriend to sizzle with and a greater sense of direction. Naturally, we must ponder about why Hope is no longer feeling such headaches. Given that having someone at Hope's side decreases stress, it's conceivable that Carter's support is to blame. But after Hope flirted with John Finnegan, he had to question whether Hope's headaches were genuine. Given that Hope cherished his miracle-working hands, it's logical that Finn could believe she was pretending. However, for a while, Hope appeared to be getting genuine, awful headaches. Many fans of B&B suggested that the show might be prepping for a medical narrative, which would account for Hope's strange conduct. Hope has probably gone mad in the past year or so. A tale regarding a health ailment, such as a brain tumor, may have been in the works at one point, but it was clearly shelved if that is the case. However, while Hope was still infatuated with Finn, the headaches might have been a plot device. There is no longer any justification for Hope to endure headaches, nor is there any purpose for Finn to soothe her. In any event, Hope is doing great now that she is focused entirely on Carter. Despite all the drama, we don't expect Hope's headaches will return, but our forecasts indicate that both Carter and Hope will soon be under a lot more stress. According to previews for The Bold and the Beautiful, Hope and Carter will face numerous obstacles in the future episodes owing to Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline McInnes Wood. Stay tuned for updates on all the startling news that lies ahead. Make CDL your go-to BNB blog for intriguing, bold, and the beautiful spoilers, predictions, news, and updates. Ridge's division, Taylor's heart update, and Hope's oopsie. The beautiful and the bold are here. Fans may anticipate Taylor Hayes providing Ridge Forrester an update on her health in tomorrow's episode. But tensions are building between Ridge and Brooke Logan. Hope Logan also made a huge error. Find out what will happen in the upcoming episode of the CBS soap opera by reading on. Bridge disagreement. Bridge is still much in love, according to BNB. However, it looks that Ridge and Brooke Logan have been at odds lately. Ridge discussed the jewelry business idea with Brooke and agreed to discuss it with Steffy Forrester Finnegan, Jacqueline McInnes Wood. Steffy is due for an emotional outburst, but Ridge believes she will understand. BNB spoilers, the heart condition of Taylor Hayes. Fans may expect Ridge catching up to Taylor once more. Taylor will give Ridge with the latest recent information regarding her heart status. Ridge arranged for Taylor to see a chakra specialist for some healing. However, Taylor has to have more tests run by Grace Buckingham to see whether it genuinely mended her heart. Ridge and Brooke's friendship, fondly known as Bridge, has endured the test of time. Despite betrayal, unexpected alliances, secrets, and scandals, the two have always returned to each other. Recent arguments, however, reveal that even their strong love may be vulnerable to the stress of the current situation. Brooke has been saddened by Ridge's commitment to aiding Taylor throughout her health issue, and she feels neglected by his resumed relationship with his ex. Despite Ridge's assurances that he is committed to her, Brooke has a strong hunch that Taylor's presence is more than just a health worry. The current jewelry line pitch highlights their dispute and gives their personal feud a professional tone. When Ridge announced the jewelry line offer, he made it apparent that he intended to speak with his daughter, Steffy Forrester Finnegan, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, a significant role at Forrester Creations. Brooke, on the other hand, took this as just another indicator that Ridge's loyalty to her and his family was strained. Ridge feels Steffy will accept and understand the pitch when he talks to her about it, but her own protectiveness of her mother may play a factor. Brooke feels Steffy is concealing her own emotions, and the atmosphere is perfect for an eruption, which would undermine her personal and professional relationship with her father. Ridge's delicate balance between Taylor, Brooke, and Steffy is set to break. With Ridge's compassionate support for Taylor's rehabilitation serving as a continual reminder of a prior love, Brooke's underlying anxieties about Taylor's presence in Ridge's life have become more visible. Brooke has addressed her thoughts with her closest friends and family, who have offered both condolences and caution. The unanswered question is whether Brooke's concerns are legitimate or are driving Ridge away. Ridge fears losing the one person who has been his stable support system through years of ups and downs if he is unable to console Brooke. Hope's error, a move that could change her career. Hope Logan, Annika Noel, makes a major error that could jeopardize her employment at Forrester Creations just when it appears that things cannot be any more sad. Hope, who is known for her calm attitude, has recently revealed emotional anguish as a result of the ongoing drama in her personal life. Her tight friendship with Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor, has been put into doubt, especially since her mother Brooke discovered the two in a risky scenario. Hope has made every effort to reconcile things, but her emotions remain raw, and it looks that her personal issues are also influencing her job decisions. Hope's blunder in tomorrow's episode might be as minor as an innocent misunderstanding, or as serious as a design flaw that derails a key project. Whatever the facts, Forrester Creations will undoubtedly bear the consequences of this miscalculation. Hope has always been a perfectionist, but her strong will to succeed may now be working against her as she fights with her own mental and emotional health. Because of Steffy's protective inclination toward Forrester Creations' reputation, Hope may face more than simply shame as a result of her error, which will definitely garner unfavorable attention from the upper management. Hope's growing connection with Carter may also suffer if her mistake proves to be a career-threatening one. Although there is no doubt that the two have chemistry, there have been some reservations regarding their attraction. Carter may have to decide whether to support Hope despite her error, even if it means bringing their romantic relationship to the public's attention. Hope's circumstances may also put her at odds with Steffy, who has already condemned her behavior. Hope's error might be a watershed moment in her life, both personally and professionally, because there is so much at stake. What does the future hold for Brooke, Ridge, Taylor, and Hope? A number of prominent characters on The Bold and the Beautiful will confront a turning point in tomorrow's episode. Taylor must evaluate her future as an independent woman while also feeling compassion for Ridge as she suffers with her health. Will her weakness draw her closer to Ridge and exacerbate her already tense relationship with Brooke, or will she use her newfound strength to focus on herself? Ridge sees the day as an opportunity to display his dedication to Brooke, but his desire to support her and his friendship with Taylor complicate matters.